Check one, two. Check one. There we go. Easy.
Player to watch for tonight's match is number 8, Darwin Long. Proud partner of Chattanooga FC, Bantam and Vinny would like to offer CFC fans a 15% discount on food and non-alcoholic beverages when wearing your official CFC gear on Saturday or Sunday. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Finley Stadium. North Shore Village is proud to present tonight's 2020 NISA Pro match between New York Cosmos and Chattanooga Football Club. Tennessee is proud to be the presenting and streaming partner of tonight's match. Fans know that being together is better.
322 days and an hour-long lightning delay. That is how long it has been since Chattanooga Football Club last took the field at Finley Stadium with supporters in the stands. This club's inaugural season as a professional team has been a bumpy ride, through a global pandemic contributing to a stop-start 2020 NISA campaign, multiple long layoffs, injuries to key players, and difficult conversations about social injustice in this country. CFC has battled through it all. Tonight brings an escape for Chattanooga fans in Finley Stadium and the thousands more watching on our My Cuju live stream as one of the most recognizable brands of club soccer in the United States pays a visit to Scenic City. For the fourth time in club history, Chattanooga FC will take on the New York Cosmos in just the third game of this modified NISA fall season. Tonight's game brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud to be the presenting streaming partner of CFC matches. CFC fans know that being together is better, so when you choose Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, you get the peace of mind of one team working together for your health wherever you go. Now that is a huge win. Tonight's match also brought to you by North Shore Village, official housing partner of the Chattanooga FC. Welcome into the broadcast booth here at Finley Stadium. I'm Lucas Panzica. An absolute pleasure to have you along for the ride as Chattanooga plays its first game since August 15th, a 2-0 win at Detroit City FC. Tonight's opponent, the New York Cosmos, fresh off a scoreless draw on Wednesday in Detroit and a long bus ride down to East Tennessee. Tonight, Chattanooga looks to claim its first ever win over the Cosmos and vaunt itself to the top of the table in the NISA Eastern Conference standings. Now let's take a look at those standings right now as CFC and Cosmos are just under 10 minutes away from kickoff here at Finley Stadium. NISA League standings brought to you by Sea Rock City. At the moment, it is a 3-team deadlock at 5 points apiece with Cosmos, Detroit City, and Michigan Stars. Now, Michigan Stars has gone final against New Amsterdam. That was a 3-0 win for Stars that just wrapped up a few minutes ago. So Michigan Stars at the top of the table as it sits, having played all 4 of their regular season games with 8 points. Cosmos sitting in second with 5 points, advantage on goal differential. Detroit City also having played all 4 of their regular season games with 5 points as well. CFC currently having played 2 games in the regular season, sitting at 3 points. New Amsterdam, having played 3 games, is at the bottom with 0. Good news this week for NISA fans. The fall season playoff has been decided. The location and the dates in Detroit starting on September 21st will be the bubble for these NISA teams from the Western and Eastern Conference. It will be a round robin of 2 groups of 4. Semifinals of the top 2 teams from each group, and then a final to decide a 2020 NISA Fall Champion. From September 21st to October 2nd, Chattanooga FC will be able to look ahead to that after tonight and after next Wednesday when they take on New Amsterdam. But for right now, head coach Peter Fuller is working with what they have in front of them. Let's take a look at our Staybridge Suites player to watch tonight. It is Darwin Lam, the striker. Leading the charge up top, the 23-year-old Guatemalan scored the first goal of that win at Detroit City in the 4th minute. He'll be partnered with Zeka Fijas, leading the line in this 3-5-2 deployed by Chattanooga FC. And now, for the keys to the game from head coach Peter Fuller himself, brought to you by Drew Courtney of Keller Williams Realty, proud supporter of Chattanooga FC. Individual and collective defending against the opposing front and midfield. New York Cosmos comes in boasting attacking talent such as Isaac Acuna, number 15, Siobhan John Brown, will pose some questions to this Chattanooga back line. Possession, particularly through the middle third, Chattanooga captain Juan Hernandez will be crucial in that effort and taking advantage of opportunities on set pieces in the attacking third. 2 out of Chattanooga's first 3 goals so far in NISA play have come from set pieces. As we mentioned, the player to watch is Darwin Lam. That is brought to you by Staybridge Suites, your hotel of choice. So Chattanooga and New York Cosmos about 5 minutes away from kickoff after a long layoff for CFC fans, nearly a month without watching their team in action. And as for New York Cosmos, it's a quick turnaround. Playing on Wednesday in Detroit and splitting up the bus ride over 2 days to end up in Scenic City. Carlos Mendez's unit is long, they're tired, but they're ready to play for the 4th time against Chattanooga FC. Before we hit this break and come back with the starters, do want to bring to attention the reason why Chattanooga has not played in so long, of course, because the originally scheduled game against New Amsterdam FC that was supposed to be played on August 29th was postponed. The decision up to the New Amsterdam players in the wake of the Jacob Blake shooting in Kenosha, Wisconsin, following suit with plenty of other professional teams across the country protesting social injustice. Chattanooga players took to Facebook wondering how could they tangibly make a difference in this community. And if you have not seen that yet, we highly suggest you go look at Chattanooga FC's Facebook page, a 45-minute long, powerful, raw Facebook video of Chattanooga players and front office staff, old and new, discussing their experiences with social injustice in this country. But like we said, tonight brings an escape for Chattanooga FC and New York Cosmos, going head-to-head in the second-to-last game of the 2020 NISA fall regular season. We'll hit a break and come back with starting lineups and kickoff between Chattanooga and New York Cosmos here at Finley Stadium.
We're here.
You're doing great. I'm right here.
There's Jeff. I'm right here.
You're doing great.
We're here.
Being here matters now more than ever. As a Tennessee not-for-profit with a mission to serve, we've made a promise to be right here for you today and tomorrow.
If you need anything else, we'll be right here.
In a world where it seems like our plans have changed, Belhaven University has a plan to meet your needs. Right now, Belhaven offers 3 ways to continue your education with a plan designed to work for you. Live in-person classes, live from your home with scheduled video classes, and live online anytime from anywhere on your schedule. Ready to go back to school but not sure how to get started? At Belhaven, there's a plan for that. Belhaven University, Chattanooga, and Dalton.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
Welcome back to Finley Stadium. Lucas Panzica with you as players from both teams take a knee around the midfield circle, honoring victims of social injustice in this country, and as well as the 19th anniversary of 9/11, that dreadful day 19 years ago in New York City, of course, hitting close to home for the New York Cosmos, based out of Uniondale, New York, just outside of downtown. Chattanooga in the blues tonight, going left to right. New York in the away whites, going right to left as we take a look at the starting lineups. For Chattanooga FC, in goal, it is 20-year-old Alec Reddington. The back three made up of Sean Russell and Richard Dixon, flanking Nick Spielman in the middle. Joanne Laidley and Ryan Marcano make up the two wingbacks for CFC. Juan Hernandez, Sean Hofstadter starting tonight, and David Coloco, the midfield trio for Chattanooga. Darwin Lam and Zeka Fejas, the two goal scorers in the win against Detroit 1 month ago, leading the charge up front, led, of course, by head coach Peter Fuller. The New York Cosmos in goal is Jesse Cork, having started every game in this NISA campaign for New York Cosmos. Pedro Galvão, Armando Guarnera, Conrad Plua, and Andrew Luban making up the defenders for New York City. Mattia Cella, Salvatore Barone, Gio Alves in the midfield, Charlie Ladula, Siobhan John Brown on the flanks, and Isaac Acuna, the Mexican international, the target striker for Cosmos, led by head coach Carlos Mendez. Few injuries for both of these teams. Cosmos without standout left back Anzi Agoli, as well as Vincenzo Candela and Dominic Falanga. Chattanooga without Ian McGrath and Eric Panzer, both a late scratch from the team sheet this week. And for the first time since August 1st, the ball is rolling at Finley Stadium. We are underway between Chattanooga and New York Cosmos. Brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, right here for you now more than ever. Our head official tonight is Carlos Pielago. Chris Clark and Rebecca Luther make up the two assistants. Our fourth official is Benjamin Meyer. Inside the first 20 seconds of action here at Finley Stadium, it is New York Cosmos with Gio Alves making his debut, his first start as a Cosmo in that number 10 role. Three times these teams have faced off before. All three were Cosmos wins. Of course, the 2015 NPSL final in front of a packed house here in this building was a 3-2 Cosmos win in extra time. And twice these two met last year, 3-1 and 1-0. Both advantage Cosmos. Chattanooga looking for its first points ever against the iconic club. Here's Dixon. Looking to go over the top, intended for Hernandez. And picked up by Barone. Chattanooga winning it back. Sean Hofstadter making his first start of the season, coming off of a broken nose, starting in place of Ian McGrath tonight. Reddington cleans up. Ahead to Zeka. Opportunity for Zeka here. It's knocked free by Cosmos. Pushing up the Cosmos midfield. Went back by Coloco. Zeka Fejas quickly to Coloco. Wants to touch it past the sliding challenge of Conrad Plua, unable to do so. Does win Chattanooga a free throw-in. And it's back with Sean Russell. Collision near midfield. Free kick Cosmos. And here is Galvão. John Brown wants to run down the touchline. Now he'll make it. Flick ball over the top, intercepted by Chattanooga. Hernandez. First time touch to Zeka. It's won back by Cosmos. Here's Galvão again. Wearing the captain band tonight is the 31-year-old Connecticut native of Portuguese descent. Plua plays it ahead. This is Andrew Luban. Luban, service into the box. Settled by John Brown. Picked up by Acuna. Turning and firing. Collected by Reddington on the first real opportunity of the night. Reddington combining with Dixon to clear it free of the Chattanooga defensive third. This is Armando Guarnera. Back to Plua, the two-time USL Championship final winner. once with New York Red Bulls 2 and another with Real Monarchs. Zeca quickly to Hernandez. Hernandez threading it forward. Hofstadter wants to drive it across. Darwin Lom was making the run in. It was closed down by Guarnera, winning a Chattanooga corner kick. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. In the 4th minute at Finley Stadium, Chattanooga now applying the pressure as Dwayne Laidley, the man they call Wheezy,
It's a Chick-fil-A
will take the corner.
Eat more chicken.
It is his first start of the season, the 28-year-old Jamaican in his 2nd year with the club. Laidley's ball driven across, headed over the crossbar for another Chattanooga corner. Laidley will go right back to it on the near side. The drums are thumping in Finley Stadium. Day has turned tonight after an hour-long lightning delay. But Chattanooga in action in front of some 2,000 fans at Finley. Laidley's corner to the penalty spot. Looping header drops right back to the feet of Laidley. Another chance for service, but it's bottled up by Galvão. A quality defensive play by the 31-year-old, and Dixon's diving header wins possession back for CFC. It's quite a familiar opponent for Chattanooga fans and Chattanooga head coach Peter Fuller. Growing up in the Northeast, remembers watching the Cosmos in the 70s, actually met Pelé at a training facility for the Cosmos on Long Island. Said he was able to take a picture with him, but wasn't able to keep it around. One of his biggest regrets, he no longer has that picture, but certainly special to coach against this club. Fuller did mention last year in Chattanooga's 2 games against Cosmos, he felt might have given them a little more respect than maybe they should have. Wants to give them that respect, but draw that line between respect and fearing that Cosmos brand name. He made it clear points are the expectation tonight for Chattanooga FC as Spielman clears it away for a Cosmos throw. Luban to take it. It's one back by Laidley. Dwayne Laidley to Hofstadter. Holding it up, wants to drop it back. And it's switched to Dixon, who will chest it for Reddington. Alec Reddington, the 20-year-old St. Louis Community College goalkeeper, boots it back to the back line of the Cosmos. Here's Galvão. Taken back by Laidley, making his presence felt early on inside the first 7 minutes at Finley, and there's a whistle, free kick Chattanooga. Been a busy couple of days for New York Cosmos. Quite a different team sheet than what you would have seen on Wednesday in Detroit. Ended in a scoreless draw. But had to make the long trek down to East Tennessee and face a Chattanooga team that is fresh after not playing for nearly a month. Hernandez service collected by Jesse Court. Spielman was running in. Court cleaned it up. Court propels it across midfield. It's with Luban on the touchline. Lom trying to close it off. Plua out to Galvão. Siobhan John Brown, the Grenadian national team member. Back across to Luban. Galvão, been the instigator on more than one occasion tonight for the Cosmos attack. Armando Guarnera will kick it out as there is a Cosmos player down, appears to be Andrew Luban. At midfield, the 29-year-old Pennsylvania native, former Wake Forest standout, getting the start at right back tonight. Darlin Lom will give him a hand, stretching out that left leg. Five subs allowed in NISA competition, unlimited windows, and head coach Carlos Mendez certainly will want to avoid using one of those tonight, but now Cosmos trainer Amanda O'Sullivan making the trek out to the far side to check on Luban. It's the third season for Carlos Mendez, in charge of the club he was a fan of as a child. A dream come true for him after making 100 appearances for the Cosmos in a 4-year span from 2013 to 2017, following a lengthy MLS career with New York Red Bulls. Now in his third year as the head coach of the club, says he's grateful, still feels lucky to be a part of the club that he used to attend games for when his parents would take him as a child. Luban now being helped off. Looks like the first sub of the night will happen for Cosmos, and Matt Lewis is lined up at midfield to replace the right back. Clear frustration for Andrew Luban. Only in the 11th minute, and he is forced to leave. Perhaps a product of the quick turnaround for New York Cosmos, having just played on Wednesday in Detroit. So Matthew Lewis, the 24-year-old former Fordham University standout, in his second season with Cosmos. And Lewis's first touches. Pushing it to Galvão. Wants the long ball forward, intended for Alves. Headed clear. This will be the final regular season game for Cosmos this year. Chattanooga will take on New Amsterdam on Wednesday after the rescheduled match, initially intended to be played on the 29th of August. Ball forward for Acuna. And this is Darlin Lom holding it up for CFC. Backwards to Coloco, the long, rangy defensive midfielder for Chattanooga. Shuffles it right side to Dixon. Dixon, line drive forward. Hernandez nearly got to it. Deflected by Galvão. Zeka keeps it in play. Matt Lewis does well to retain possession, but it's right back to Chattanooga. Nick Spielman, under pressure from Acuna, gets it back to Reddington. Here's Baron. To Lewis. Now Galvão. Wearing the captain band tonight in place of Danny Chatella, who is starting tonight's match on the bench for Cosmos. Pressure from Sean Russell for Chattanooga forces the Chattanooga throw. Russell, a former Cosmos player, 10 appearances for Cosmos B back in 2016. Matt Lewis, having just come in for Andrew Luban, who had to be helped off. Switch to Galvão. John Brown wants the run again. Galvão elects to keep it. Touches it inside. Easy interception for Coloco. Zeka, a nifty touch. Surging ahead and earning the free kick. So Zeca Fejas wins the possession for Chattanooga as our head official Carlos Pielago will have a chat with Isaac Acuna. Fejas, the goal scorer of the second goal in Chattanooga's 2-0 win at Detroit a month ago, giving him 22 in his Chattanooga career. Most by any active CFC player, and also puts him third all-time in Chattanooga history. Right behind Chris Ochieng with 33. Chattanooga pushing for a corner kick, and it's instead cleared away by Lewis for a throw. Hofstadter launches it in. Danger cleared for the moment for Cosmos. Dixon to Russell. Quality combination for Chattanooga sends Zeca down the right touchline, but Lewis beats him to it. Wants to escort it out. The pressure from Zeca forces a clearance for another Chattanooga throw-in. And along comes Sean Hofstadter for another long throw attempt. Ball launched in, once again cleared out. This time will be a free kick in favor of Cosmos. So Sean Hofstadter making his NISA debut in the fall season in place of Ian McGrath. Former West Florida standout for Bill Elliott. 26 goals and 10 assists in 3 years down at West Florida. '16th minute at Finley Stadium. Scoreless between Chattanooga and New York Cosmos. A win for Cosmos could tie them on points at the top of the table with Michigan Stars, who, having just won 3-0 against New Amsterdam, have 8 points. And for Chattanooga, a win tonight will put them second in the NISA Eastern Conference. CFC just looking for points for the first time against Cosmos. 3 games, 3 losses for Chattanooga against this club. Looking to change that tonight. Matt Lewis pushes across the midfield stripe. And it has to be sent back to Cork. Plua to Baron. Siobhan John Brown. Galvon. First time cross. Blocked by Marcano. Ryan Marcano with Galvon right on his back. Just has to clear it out for a throw. Quickly into John Brown. And now cleared out by Marcano. To the feet of Plua. Tries to bring it down with his knee, and it's Zeca. Chattanooga looking to launch the counter. Wheezy Laidley. Under pressure from Ladula. Drops it back for Hernandez. Hernandez dispossessed.
Face coverings are required for all patrons while in Finley Stadium. Thank you for your cooperation.
Plua wide to John Brown. A touch inside. Pushes it ahead for Acuna. Acuna double teamed. Able to get free. Poor touch there from Baron, and here's Russell with the clearance right back to his feet. Sliding challenge from Richard Dixon. The first professional signing in CFC history. In his first year with the club, but actually the player that head coach Peter Fuller has known the longest, going back to his senior year at West Florida in 2012 when Fuller was an assistant under Bill Elliott. Invaluable what Dixon has brought to this Chattanooga team, according to his head coach. John Brown, errant pass intended for Lewis. New York Cosmos without central defender Emanuele Sembroni tonight. Was suspended for the remainder of the 2020 season by NISA after an incident against New Amsterdam. Stomping on a New Amsterdam player, Daniele Vicente. Cosmos released an apology statement after the NISA statement saying that Sembroni has played his last game for Cosmos. An experienced Italian defender out for the remainder of the season as Cosmos look to push for a title. Plenty of key players out for both sides. Plenty of adversity thrown in the mix for both of these teams throughout this whole year. Ball glanced off the head of Zeka back to the feet of Cork. Lewis. To Galvão. Here's Laidley for Chattanooga. Quickly to Darwin Lom. Lom surging forward. Sprays it wide for Hernandez. First time service. And just enough on the touch from Plua to get it away. Headed back down by Russell. See if CFC can't spring something forward once again. Instead, it'll be a free kick Cosmos. A sparse, socially distanced crowd at Finley Stadium tonight, but still making themselves heard as always down in section 109. Ladula attempts to flick it on towards himself. Here he is going head-to-head with Russell and Laidley winning the throw-in. 22nd minute at Finley, still scoreless. Baron fires from distance. Reddington had it covered wide of the near post. Alec Reddington, the Chattanooga goalkeeper, starting back-to-back games now after posting a shutout at Detroit. Scramble in the midfield for it. Laidley wins it, lifts it forward. Zeka Fejas trying to win a foot race. Kicked back to Cork. Marcano shuts down the outlet pass, forcing another Cosmos throw-in. Hofstadter on the defensive play. Siobhan John Brown. Back for Cella, and now Galvão. Acuna wants to lay it off for John Brown. And it's one back. Mattia Cella straight into Richard Dixon. Now here's Chattanooga. Lifted ball over the top from Hernandez. Zeka was offside. And that's actually Darwin Lom called for it. Tonight's match brought to you by Lucidity. Lucidity Float and Wellness Center. An escape from the chaos of everyday life. 24th minute. Zeros still on the board between Chattanooga and New York Cosmos. Here's Galvão again. Has been a launching point for this Cosmos attack. Peron to John Brown, quickly in. Wide of the far post this time, past the outstretched glove of Alec Reddington. That ball cleared out by Guarnera. Richard Dixon on his right foot. Pulls it back for Spielman. Manning the middle of the Chattanooga three-man back line. Quickly back to Dixon. Touch inside. Dixon being chased. Free kick earned. That was Acuna coming back from his number 9 role to commit the foul. See Acuna tracking all the way back into the back of Richard Dixon. Ball in by Spielman, headed clear. Replays tonight brought to you by Bantam & Biddy. Wear your official CFC gear on Saturday or Sunday for 15% off at Bantam & Biddy. Hernandez. Side volley ahead for Zeka. It's chested down and cleared by Galvan. Quickly to the chest of Alves. Gio Alves. Inside for Acuna, now wide for Guarnera. Wants to switch the field. A quality ball for John Brown. The touch left a bit to be desired. It's cleared away. Back to the feet of Galvan. A former adversary of Cosmos head coach Carlos Mendez. Used to face off against each other in NASL action. Galvan, a 31-year-old in his second season with the club. Formerly of the Benfica Youth Academy in Portugal. Used to go up against Carlos Mendez in his days with Penn FC when Mendez played for the NASL Cosmos. And here he is. Back to Lewis. Matt Lewis. Threads it ahead to Ladula. Ladula weaving his way towards the corner flag. Hofstadter tracking back in defense, and it's knocked out for a throw-in. Into the 28th minute. Cosmos applying pressure. Ball in and cleared away. Hernandez gets it out of the danger zone for Chattanooga, and Darwin Lom able to win a throw-in. New York Cosmos undefeated so far in NISA play. After the Independent Cup, it's 2 draws and 1 win for Cosmos. The 1 win coming against New Amsterdam on August 21st, a 3-1 result. But most recently, a scoreless draw against Detroit just on Wednesday. Here's Hernandez. The CFC captain. Spins it around. Out to Russell. Zeka's first time pass intercepted. Guarnera picks it up and starts over with Plua. Long ball forward. Intended for Ladula. Russell will watch it bounce out. Fans still filing in here at Finley Stadium. And despite the limited attendance of About 2,000 fans still feel the energy of Chattanooga supporters in this building for the first time in a long time. Late October of 2019, the last time Chattanooga fans saw their team in action in this building. Cork has to come out of the box to clear it to Galvan, dropping it back for Lewis. Backtracking header by Marcano finds it back at the feet of John Brown and knocked out for a throw. Galvan, John Brown. Tracked down by Guarnera. The Brooklyn native in his 4th season with the Cosmos, only 22 years old, but already 4 years with this club. Finds the feet of Spielman. Russell ahead to Coloco. Coloco surrounded by white shirts, watches it roll across the touchline. Galvan in for Alves. Coloco fighting for possession. Keeps it in? No. Flag goes up. Another Cosmos throw. A lot of battles being fought at midfield between these two. Goes back to one of the keys to the game presented by Drew Courtney of Keller Williams. Possession, particularly in the middle third. Fairly even in terms of the threatening amount of chances, but Cosmos with the majority of possession early on as we're into the 32nd minute at Finley Stadium. Laidley shields that ball out for a goal kick. Laidley, the Jamaican, in place of the injured Cam Woodfin, who is on the team sheet tonight at his first full training session earlier this week. But Laidley getting the start after he came in for Woodfin against Detroit after Woodfin's injury. He's performed well, the 28-year-old Jamaican, holding down that left wing back spot again tonight. Marcano. Back to Dixon. Richard Dixon settles, surveys. Quickly back to Marcano, intercepted by Galvan. Hernandez trying to win it back, and John Brown up against Dixon wins the free kick for Cosmos. Chattanooga fans not pleased. And Salvatore Barone looks like he'll stand over it. No, he'll drop it off to Galvan for a quick restart. Switches the field to Guarnera. Matt Lewis, Ladula. Nifty touch back for Barone. Check that. It's Mattiacella on the ball. Into the box, cleared away by Russell. Back to the feet of Plua. First time drive, straight out of bounds on the near side. To the feet of Chattanooga head coach Peter Fuller. Coloco sticking out that right foot. It's at the chest of Reddington. Quickly volleys it back to the midfield circle. And there's Coloco covering ground, winning it back for Chattanooga. Can CFC spring a counter here? Chopped down across midfield. It's another Chattanooga free kick. That was Sean Hofstadter ranging forward. A Bantam Biddy replay as Hofstadter looked to accelerate across midfield and was brought down by Ladula. Now pleading his case with our head official, Carlos Pielago. A chance for more service into the 18. And there's our first booking of the night to Ladula after that foul and the ensuing argument with Carlos Pielago. That is a Capperman, White, and McGarvey yellow card. Got foul vision. Capperman, White, and McGarvey eye care can help with that. Ball played in. Spielman squares it across. It's cleared away briefly. First time drive back in by Coloco wins another Chattanooga corner. 35th minute. This time, Laidley will send it in from the far side. This team likes what he can do on set pieces. Drove in the corner kick that resulted in Zeka's goal, the second against Detroit City in that win almost a month ago. Laidley drives it in, headed down by Guarnera. Picked up by Gio Alves, dropped back and intercepted by Laidley. Laidley has a go, slow rolling ball, falls at the feet of Hofstadter for offside. It's Darwin Lom actually put a stop to that slow roller. Here's New York Cosmos in the 36th minute. John Brown with Dixon at his back. Starts over with Lewis. Quickly to midfield. This is Conrad Plua. Threads it through to Acuna. Quick turn with Coloco in pursuit. Dishes it to Ladula. Wanting the 1-2, Ladula scoops it in. Acuna drives it across. Nothing but CFC players to clear the danger. It's Hernandez. But back to the feet of Galvan. Lofted ball in to the goal line and out of bounds for a goal kick. Looked like Ladula got a foot on it, but safely skips across in the 37th minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, face coverings are required for all patrons while in Finley Stadium, including at your seats. Thank you.
Lom losing track of it. Here's Guarnera. Ball threads through midfield. Gio Alves. Ladula on the right wing. Collects it near the corner flag. Russell closes it down. Ladula able to get the drive off. It's off the gloves of Reddington and trickle to the back of the net. Finished off for the goal. And that is New York Cosmos getting the start. 1-0. It is Siobhan John Brown with the finish. Ladula's cross lifted over Alec Reddington and finished off on the far post. Here is the Bantam and Biddy replay. Well done by Ladula to get it off and into the gloves of Reddington, who spilled it. And John Brown finds it at his feet.
Scored by number 16, Isaac Acuna.
Correction, it was Isaac Acuna on the goal. His second of the season, his first in NISA fall action. So Chattanooga now at a disadvantage. 1-0 in the 38th minute. Ball ahead for Long. He's onside. Long looks for the finish, deflected by Cork. Jesse Cork does just enough, and Chattanooga nearly had an instant response to the Acuna goal. Does result in a corner and more service here from Dwayne Laidley.
Correction, the New York goal was by number 8, Leandro Alves.
And And it's another correction on the goal. It was not Acuna, but Alves who put it in the back of the net for Cosmos. Gio Alves making his first career start with the club. Ball in by Laidley, headed straight up. It's at the feet of Lewis. Unable to fully clear it. Hernandez dishes it in. Ball skipped out. Could be another corner for Chattanooga FC, and it is. Slow to get up is Matt Lewis.
It's a Chick-fil-A corner kick.
Another Chick-fil-A corner kick. Eat more chicken. High arching ball in for Laidley. Finds the head of Spielman. Not enough on it as it's headed down and into the gloves of Cork. 40th minute, Chattanooga trailing 1-0 at home to Cosmos.
Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions.
Tonight's match also brought to you by the Ice Cream Show. Gourmet ice cream and coffee right here in Chattanooga. Ball held up, played forward. Alves fires, saved by Reddington. Play is stopped. He was offside. Chattanooga in search of its first ever win over New York Cosmos. For Cosmos, it's the final regular season game of the campaign for Chattanooga. One more on Wednesday, but certainly looking for and expecting points tonight. And they've got 5 minutes plus stoppage time left in the first half to look for an equalizer. It was Gio Alves who took advantage of the Reddington mishap in the 38th minute to knock it in. Zecca holds it up. Back for Russell. Sean Russell lobs it forward. Darwin Long chesting it down. It's cleared away. It's been good attacking play by Chattanooga since surrendering the goal. Running out of time before the halftime whistle here. Dixon tracks it down. Wants to push Marcano ahead. Instead, plays it in. Juan Hernandez. Touch outside. Threads it down the right flank. And it's back Cosmos' way. Spielman cleans up. Marcano. Ready to put it in play for CFC. Directing traffic. Hernandez chesting it to Zecca. Switching to Lom. Lom doesn't get the touch he wanted. Cork calls off his defenders to scoop it up. Darwin Long clearly frustrated after that one, and here come New York Cosmos, leading 1-0. It's Charlie Ladula. And good work by Laidley to force the throw. Ladula's been active on the right wing, the 28-year-old London, England native in his first start of the season. Former Division II All-American with LIU Post in 2017, now in his second season with Cosmos. Cork discharges it, nearly back to his goalkeeping counterpart, headed free to the near side by Spielman. Lewis switches to Guarnera. Guarnera squares up Laidley. Plays ahead to Ladula. Back up against Sean Russell. Wants to drive it in. It's cut off by Laidley. Juan Hernandez just wants to get it away from the defensive third. It's deflected by Lom, hobbling a bit after the header. Dixon, Hernandez. In the 44th minute, feet tangled up, whistle, New York Cosmos free kick. Boos rained down from the CFC supporters at Finley. Galvão propels it to the box, headed away by Spielman. Still danger, Spielman clears. Back to Hernandez, loses track of it. Spielman cleans it up once more. Nearing the end of the first 45, Chattanooga trailing by 1. Ball brought in by Hernandez. Line drive wide to Marcano. Chattanooga possibly on the front foot for what could be the final push forward in the first half. Marcano against two Cosmos defenders. Cuts inside, looking to take advantage of Lewis. Able to drive it in across the net, nobody there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated 2 minutes of added
2 minutes
to the first
of
half.
added time.
Need more time in your business?
Brought to you by
Contact
HHM. Need more time in your business? Contact HHM for all of your accounting needs. Marcano squared it across, was just ahead of Zeka in front of the goal. And now a hard foul near midfield by Isaac Acuna. And Carlos Pielago will have to calm things down here, as another CFC player is down, appears to be Richard Dixon. Here's the Bantam and Biddy replay. The foul on Dixon, still on his back at midfield. It was Acuna again, looking to go around Dixon, but ended up going through him. Acuna already on a yellow card tonight. Will give Chattanooga a chance to lob it into the box. 1 minute played of the 2 minutes of stoppage time added at the end of the first half. Can Chattanooga equalize before the break? Will be Sean Russell with the service. Players lined up at the 18. Ball propelled in. Juan Hernandez, the man to get a hand on it. Check that. Was Spielman. Had it glance off his forehead. Won't matter. Offside, Chattanooga. Free kick to Cosmos. Play stopped for Jesse Court to collect a ball out the back of his net. And we'll restart in what should be the final seconds of this first half as New York leads 1-0. A Gio Alves ball pinballed into the back of the net in the 38th minute, the difference so far. And there's the whistle. At the break, it is New York Cosmos 1, Chattanooga FC 0 at Finley Stadium in this NISA matchup. We'll be back with the halftime show, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Don't go anywhere.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field when you win a heart, when you win their trust, when you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer seafood meal prep, suggest the perfect sides to pair, and even steam and peel your shrimp. All at no extra cost. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at helping with the laundry.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
Welcome back to Finley Stadium, the Coca-Cola Bottling Company halftime break, and it is New York Cosmos 1, Chattanooga 0 after the first 45. A Gio Alves ball skipped into the back of the net off the hands of goalkeeper Alec Reddington in the 38th minute. The difference in this one. Even matchup in the first 45. Cosmos maybe with a little bit more possession, but Chattanooga FC having its fair share of chances, looking to combine on set pieces and equalize here. But for right now, it is Cosmos with the lead as Gio Alves knocks it in his starting debut for the New York Cosmos in his first season with the club. For Chattanooga FC, it was a back-and-forth midfield battle for a lot of that first half. Was one of the keys to the game going in. Possession in midfield, according to head coach Peter Fuller, and that's exactly what we saw. And for Chattanooga FC, looking to come back down 1-0 here at Finley Stadium. We will take another break on the Coca-Cola Bottling Company halftime show and come back with some halftime stats brought to you by ESPN 105.1 The Zone and get you quickly back to second half action as Chattanooga FC look to knock off the Cosmos for the first time in club history in their fourth ever meeting here in Phoenix City. We'll be right back.
Flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen, but it's pure magic.
Even in a
Looking for Chattanooga FC merchandise? CFC merchandise can be found at Winder Binder on Fraser Avenue.
But in times like these, the thought of going to an urgent care can seem scarier than the injury itself. So we want you to know that we've taken extra precautions to keep you safe. This pandemic can stop a lot of things, but it can't stop us from being here for you.
Birthday fans, don't forget to join the monthly birthday club.
The internet is a lot like this traffic jam. All the devices in your home are competing for bandwidth, and you'll get slowed down, like that guy, frustrated, or just plain annoyed. It's okay. But with the gig from EPB, it's like having an open road just for you. You can run as many devices as you want without anything slowing you down. Get internet ready for the device age. Get the gig.
Hello, I'm Chris Ray, Director of CFC Soccer Camps. Yeah, the difference in these camps, I think, and the camps that I've ran for years is our camps are geared really towards player development on the technical side, with lots of touches. Plus, it's also a lot of fun. We have a lot of competitions, a lot of games. I think if you ask any of the campers, something they would really enjoy is that there is a focus on some sort of topic each day, whether it's dribbling, passing, or finishing. I think that's what separates us from the others.
Finley Stadium after the first 45. It is New York Cosmos 1, Chattanooga 0. A 38-minute goal by Gio Alves, the difference, and Chattanooga now chasing a 1-0 deficit to the Cosmos in the fourth ever meeting between the two clubs. This is the Coca-Cola Bottling Company halftime show, and want to award our pass holder of the match, brought to you by Parman Energy Group. The Parman Energy Group annual pass holder of the match tonight is Corey Parman. Parman Energy Group, your one-stop petroleum solution. And, of course, want to highlight our cause of the night as we are at halftime of Chattanooga FC and New York Cosmos. Chattanooga FC would like to recognize Signal Centers as our cause of the night. Signal Centers offers early childhood education to children of all abilities. We are thrilled to announce Signal Centers will be naming one of their classrooms after Chattanooga Football Club, thanks to CFC and DGA's partnership and programming. The Chattanooga Football Club Signal Centers and Operation Get Active. What a great team. From everyone at Signal Centers, thank you, CFC, for playing soccer with our kids. And finally, the Feather Lane Company and Drew Courtney Keller Williams Realty giveaway. You can enter for your chance to win a Feather Lane Design Company and Drew Courtney Keller Williams Realty prize pack, including a beautiful rug, $100 5-wins gift card, and CFC swag. Text enter to 423-445-1002. That is text enter to 423-445-1002. And we would like to thank our halftime sponsor, Southern Honda Power Sports. Southern Honda Power Sports, unbeatable. Let's take a look at the halftime stats as Chattanooga trails 1-0, brought to you by ESPN Radio 105.1, your CFC's home for sports radio.
Some sort of topic each day, whether it's
3 shots on target for Chattanooga as they trail 1-0.
I think that's what separates us from the others.
Signed Chattanooga FC autograph page presented.
6 fouls against CFC, 5 corners taken by the home team tonight, 5 shots for New York, and 0 corners won by New York Cosmos tonight, and 1 yellow card given to the forward, Isaac Acuna, for a strong challenge against Richard Dixon near the midfield stripe. Was the only booking of the night given by head official Carlos Pielago. But that is the score at the halftime break. Those are the halftime statistics, brought to you by 105.1 ESPN right here in Chattanooga, your home for sports radio. So Chattanooga FC trailing 1-0, looking for not just the first ever win against Cosmos, but the first ever points against this iconic club, a club that head coach Peter Fuller calls arguably the most recognizable brand of club soccer in the U.S. since the 1970s. Mentioned earlier on in the matchup, Peter Fuller's experience with Cosmos, growing up in the Northeast, visiting their training facility, getting to meet the great Pelé, who, of course, ran the 1970s alongside Franz Beckenbauer and the Cosmos, and the rebirth in 2010 after Cosmos shut down in 1985 has seen this club win 3 Soccer Bowl championships in the NASL in 2013, 15, and 16, owned by Rocco Camiso, also the owner of Fiorentina AFC in Serie A in Italy, and now in the same league as Chattanooga Football Club as they compete in the NISA Eastern Conference. And take another glance at the NISA Eastern Conference table while we are here, and it is at the moment Michigan Stars at the top of the table. They have played all 4 of their regular season matchups, as the table brought to you by Sea Rock City. So Michigan Stars 3-0 was the result tonight, the win over New Amsterdam. They're at the top on 8 points. Cosmos and Detroit City deadlocked 5 points apiece for second. And in terms of as it sits right now, it is Cosmos tied on points with 8 for Michigan Stars if this score holds up. Chattanooga FC with 3 points, 1 draw and a win in their first 2 NISA matches. 1 loss and a win. Loss against Michigan Stars and the 2-0 win against Detroit have them at 3 points in the Eastern Conference table. But a result tonight could get Chattanooga to either 4 or 6 points in the Eastern Conference, still with a game to go. So Chattanooga still controlling its own destiny in terms of winning the group in the NISA Eastern Conference if they were able to pull off the 3 points tonight. And again, against last place New Amsterdam on Wednesday, they would go into that Detroit playoff for NISA as the leader in the NISA Eastern Conference, but still 45 minutes to go, trailing Cosmos 1-0 here at Finley Stadium after the Gio Alves goal in the 38th minute. Plenty of work to do for Chattanooga FC. We'll take our final break of the halftime show. We'll come back with the second 45. It is Cosmos 1, Chattanooga 0 at the break.
Couchercise a thing?
Not in my book.
Really putting this new data plan to work?
You can do it!
I think I pulled a hammy.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
Do you want to take it for a spin?
Really?
Hold on.
Here we go!
It's your turn.
One 0 the halftime score at Finley Stadium. New York Cosmos with the advantage. Chattanooga with 45 minutes to earn points from this matchup against Cosmos. 2 games left for Chattanooga in the NISA fall season, tonight and then again on Wednesday against New Amsterdam FC right here in this building, again in front of fans. But first, work to do for CFC after nearly a month of not playing a game. It has been since August 15th that Chattanooga got that 2-0 win at Detroit a little less than a month ago. But, of course, layoffs are nothing new for this team here in 2020 after that season opening game in the spring at Oakland, a 1-1 draw. Of course, months of no action with the global pandemic, COVID-19 affecting everything we know and every instance of normalcy that we know as a society, not just in sports. Chattanooga, for the most part, stayed in Chattanooga. Plenty of players from across the country and abroad. And most of these players stayed right here in Scenic City. Head coach Peter Fuller thought it really benefited team chemistry, had weekly Zoom calls with the players, was sending out workout packets, and really brought the team closer together. And all of that compounded by everything that we've seen in this country with issues of social injustice, specifically and recently the Jacob Blake shooting in Kenosha, Wisconsin, a game that Chattanooga was supposed to play on August 29th against New Amsterdam, was postponed, of course, to next Wednesday due to New Amsterdam not wanting to make the trip down, boycotting the game after the shooting. Chattanooga players fully supported the decision, did release a video on Facebook. If you head to their Facebook page, Chattanooga FC, you can find that. And not just players, front office staff members, players old and new, some players who had just been signed, specifically Wilford Williams, was announced on that day, August 29th, and stood front and center detailing his experiences of social injustice in this country. So certainly something this team has wanted to highlight throughout the whole way, and it's not just a one and done. They want to know what they can tangibly do to affect change in this community and everywhere in this country. And again, we recommend you go check out that video and stay up to date with Chattanooga FC and what this team, what its staff, and what its coaches are doing to battle racial injustice in America in 2020. We take you back to the field where Chattanooga FC trails 1-0 to New York Cosmos, making their way back out onto the pitch. New York now to go left to right, Chattanooga, right to left, Cosmos. In the whites, Chattanooga, of course, in the home blues in the white numbers. And there is a halftime change, a substitution. Brought to you by Hey Good Farms. Hey Good Farms, looking for alternative recovery methods? Contact Hey Good Farms, hand cultivated right here in Tennessee. It is Ali Hassan coming on for striker Isaac Acuna. Acuna on a yellow card at the moment will come off to wipe that clean of the 11 players currently on the field for Cosmos. Gio Alves, the goal scorer in the 38th minute to give Cosmos the lead. And now Hassan comes on as the second sub of the night for Cosmos. You saw Matt Lewis come on for Andrew Luban, who came off injured early on in the 11th minute. But now that target striker replaced for New York Cosmos. No changes yet for Chattanooga FC, who are without stalwart midfielder Ian McGrath and defender Eric Panzer tonight.
Substitution for New York at halftime.
We're back underway in the second half. Chattanooga down 1-0 at home in front of 2,000-plus supporters at Finley Stadium, looking for points against the New York Cosmos in this NISA matchup. CFC starts with possession. This is Richard Dixon under pressure from Siobhan John Brown. Is shouldered off the ball and looking to get it cleared. Knocked out for another throw-in. Ahead to Zeka. Cleared by Plua. Zeka able to settle. Battle in midfield. Won by Cosmos. Here's Gio Alves. Looking for the quick touch and turn. Earns a free kick in the process. Plenty of whistles around midfield tonight as both teams look to win that battle. Cella scuffs it right side to Guarnera. Now a foot race. Ladula beating Russell to it. Along the goal line. Ladula touching it towards the 6. Back up against goal. Hassan turns and fires into the side netting for a Chattanooga goal kick. His first touch of the night after coming in at halftime for Isaac Acuna. Ali Hassan, the 31-year-old Floridian, tall, 6 foot, 380-pound frame. Looking to add to the Cosmos lead as Chattanooga fight back. Win here would tie Cosmos at the top of the Eastern Conference table on points with Michigan Stars at 8 as they round out their regular season. And for Chattanooga, would give CFC back-to-back wins and 3 more points with a win, 1 more with a draw. That would give them 4 as they currently sit at 3 in the league standings. John Brown unable to get control there. And here's Chattanooga FC with Russell. Bombs it forward. Quality touch by Darwin Lom. Under pressure. Gets it free, but it's picked up by Hassan. Quick counter opportunity here for Cosmos. Picked up by Barone. Barone threads it through. It's Siobhan John Brown. Stops at the 18, drops it off up top. Gio Alves dishes right side. Ladula, first time off the head of Hassan into the feet of Ryan Marcano, who clears the danger momentarily. Coloco able to touch it to midfield where it's picked up by Conrad Plua. I'd like to thank our sponsor tonight. Broadcast made possible by North Shore Village. Remarkable value, unbeatable location. Available today at 621 Memorial Drive right here in Chattanooga. Surging forward, ball out for a goal kick. So Chattanooga on the back foot a bit early on in the second half as they trail by 1. Chattanooga does have options on the bench tonight. Players like new signing Wilfred Williams, Topher Marshall. Could see them in tonight's matchup, especially if CFC continues to trail. Cam Woodfin and Brian Beeman also back in the lineup tonight. And both of them sitting on the bench after being able to come back to full sessions in training just this week. Here's Jesse Cork in the 50th minute. Pressure from Lom. Cork was able to get it away, but a nervy moment for the Cosmos goalkeeper and Long Island native. Ali Hassan. Barone tries to turn around across Laidley. Ends up a Chattanooga free kick as Sean Hofstadter hit the turf. Chattanooga have been dangerous on set pieces from this area, lofting the ball into the box. And they'll push players forward here. Down a goal. Gio Alves in the 38th minute, the difference so far. A cross by Ladula off the hands of goalkeeper Alec Reddington. Skipped around at the back post and knocked in by Alves. Here's Laidley. He squares it up, lines it in. Cleared out by Lewis. Dixon, powerful header back to the 18. Chested down by Hassan. Guarnera bombs it forward. And here's Ladula once again. Muscles past Coloco, chip ball in, easy for Alec Reddington. Heaving throw to Marcano, Ryan Marcano. Over the top, down the right touch line. Long trying to get to it, able to keep it in play. He wants to knock it off the Cosmos defender, and it will be out for a Cosmos throw. Going up against Matt Lewis there. And actually a Cosmos free kick. The physicality there between Lom and Lewis. Conrad Plua in charge of that Cosmos back line. Plenty of experience in USL with New York Red Bulls 2 and Real Monarchs. The 28-year-old brings a commanding presence to this back four for Cosmos. Has helped clear any danger Chattanooga has posed with set pieces into the box. And this is Armando Guarnera. Looping throw in for Hassan. It deflects off Sean Russell. Still Cosmos possession, nearing the Chattanooga final third. 53rd minute at Finley. 1-0 Cosmos. John Brown fires over the crossbar past the diving Reddington for a Chattanooga goal kick. Hofstadter finds the ball at his feet. Here's Juan Hernandez. Slices it in for Zeka. Wide to Laidley. Space to work with for Weezy Laidley. Overruns it a bit. Recollects. Headed straight for the corner. Laidley looking for the angle to cross. Finds it to the 6th. Cleared away by Plua. Chattanooga FC have not scored a goal in front of fans in this building since October 26, 2019. That was a 2-0 win against Milwaukee Torrent. Juan Hernandez scoring both of those goals. Can the boys in blue find an equalizer here in front of the Chattahooligans for the first time in nearly a year? '55th minute. Danger cleared by Cosmos. Trickles back to Marcano. Starts over with Reddington. This is Sean Russell, the former Cosmos player. Discharges a long ball intended for Lom. It's deflected. Lom will pick it up at the touchline. No, he'll let it go for a throw. Sean Hofstadter will come back to retrieve it. Hofstadter starting in place of Ian McGrath tonight for CFC. Bombs it in. Cleared out by Plua. Hofstadter coming back in recovery. But Cosmos with a chance at a break, and it's closed down by Dixon. Quality tackle by Richard Dixon to keep the Chattanooga threat alive. David Coloco tries to dish to Hernandez, is dispossessed. Quick passes from Cosmos. They'll look to bust it out wide, now go back in for Hassan. Ali Hassan knocked over and winning the free kick from David Coloco. Hassan, the halftime substitution made by head coach Carlos Mendez for Cosmos, replacing Isaac Acuna, who was booked in the first half. This is Galvão. Lofted ball in, looking for Hassan. Hassan gets a touch on it, but it's collected by Reddington. Was in the right place at the right time. Didn't get the touch he needed. A sigh of relief from Chattanooga FC supporters as Cosmos nearly doubled the lead through Ali Hassan. And now CFC a chance at a counter. It's Hofstadter at midfield. Ahead to Lam, who had space to work with, but a sliding challenge from Guarnera. No, it's kept alive. At the corner flag is Marcano. He watches that roll across the touchline. Quick toss into Lam. Back heel to Marcano. Dixon, first time service, has a man there, and miscommunication. Couldn't find the right angle for the first time shot. Here come Cosmos. Down the right flank goes Ladula, dispossessed by Laidley. Juan Hernandez pokes ahead to Zeka. It's cleared away. Guarnera there in recovery. Zeka quickly to Laidley. Zeka, a man with 22 Chattanooga goals to his name throughout his career, now in his 8th season with the club. Could he be the one to draw Chattanooga level? Collision in midfield, free kick Cosmos, and man down, writhing in pain. Gio Alves, the goal scorer, slow to get up. It's the 4th foul of the night conceded by CFC. That one's on Sean Russell as a calm discussion with our head official, Carlos Pielago. Alves back on his feet. Knocked in the lone goal of tonight's match in the 38th minute after the service from Ladula from the right flank. 59th minute, that goal has been the difference tonight. It's 1-0 Cosmos. Galvão. Chip to John Brown. Knocked back inside and picked up by Hernandez for CFC. Ball over the top. Plua. Dish it back to his goalkeeper, Jesse Cork. Guarnera. Header by Russell at the feet of Coloco. Back to Russell. And a man down once again at midfield for New York Cosmos. Appears to be Gio Alves once more. Saw him chop down in that same spot just moments ago. Was slow to get up this time. We'll have his trainer come out to take a look at him. This could prompt another substitution for New York Cosmos. They've already made 2 tonight out of the 5 allowed by NISA. And as Alves is helped off, there will be a change for New York Cosmos. Chattanooga still yet to bring a new player on, but for Cosmos, the 3rd change of the night will be Bledy Bardich, entering for Alves. Young talent replaced by experience in the Haygood Farm substitution. Looking for alternative recovery methods that ensure you achieve the good and healthy life you deserve? Contact Haygood Farms, hand-cultivated right here in Tennessee. Check that on the injury. It was actually Charlie Ladula coming off the field.
Is number 7, Bardic Bleja.
So Bardic comes in, the Montenegrin, 2 goals in 3 games so far in the 2020 season in NISA.
Looking for alternative recovery methods that ensure you...
And it appears that will not be the only change for Cosmos here.
Hand-cultivated in Tennessee.
Another Haygood Farm substitution as Alves does come off and Giuseppe Baron comes on. So Bardic and Baron on. Ladula and Alves off for New York Cosmos, who lead it 1-0 here in the 61st minute. So Baron to partner with Salvatore Baron in that Cosmos midfield, no relation.
Substitution for New York. Entering the game, number 25.
And here's Hernandez. Double teamed, able to get free and keep it in play for Chattanooga. Hofstadter can't get the touch he wanted. Here's Bardic. First touches for Cosmos tonight. Bledy Bardic, the 28-year-old. In his 4th season with New York Cosmos. Collision, free kick Cosmos. That looked to be Mattia Cella running directly into David Coloco, who will have another talking to from Pielago, and this time a yellow card is shown to Coloco. First booking of the night for Chattanooga in the 62nd minute. That is a Capperman White and McGarvey yellow card. Got foul vision? Capperman White and McGarvey, I care, can help with that.
Yellow card caution has been issued by the referee to Chattanooga's David Coloco.
Getting into the last 30 minutes of gameplay here, and Chattanooga needs an answer. Trailing 1-0, the 38th minute. The separator so far is Gio Alves knocked in a ball across to the back post that went off the hands of goalkeeper Alec Reddington. Ball driven straight into the Chattanooga wall and out for a throw.
Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics.
Siobhan John Brown, pressured along the touchline, gets it away. Midfield for Baron. Baron wide to Guarnera. Bardic made the run across the touchline. Baron elects to chip it into the box for Hassan. Too strong, collected by Reddington. Ali Hassan saw a good chance shortly after coming in. Was denied by Reddington. Now 2 Chattanooga players lining up at midfield. Looks as though CFC will make the first of 5 changes tonight. Offside flag is up as Hassan picked up a ball deflected off of David Coloco. Be a Chattanooga free kick. And the 2 Chattanooga players awaiting at midfield are Topher Marshall and Brian Beament. Have not seen Beament in action in quite some time for Chattanooga FC. A pure goal scorer. Can he give CFC the spark they need? Beament will come on for Sean Hofstadter. Brian Beament, a guy that Peter Fuller said would be available tonight, preferred not to have to put him in, but would if absolutely necessary, and that's where we are. In the 65th minute, the Haygood Farm substitution will see Brian Beament enter the game. So he replaces Sean Hofstadter. Topher Marshall also coming in for Joanne Laidley for Chattanooga. So 2 of 5 changes made for CFC. Beament had an incredible independent cup before the start of NISA fall action. 4 goals in 3 games. Can he be the spark CFC needs to draw level and earn its first points ever against Cosmos, vaunting themselves up the table? And the third Chattanooga sub will be Alex Carr replacing David Coloco.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Haygood Farm substitution for Chattanooga.
Another Haygood Farm sub for CFC. 3 in quick succession by head coach Peter Fuller.
Entering the game, number 12, Kyle Carr.
So as Cosmos look to end the regular season on a high note on the road and keep its undefeated record against CFC, Chattanooga looks for 3 points. But for right now, they just need to draw level first. A draw would be a good result tonight for CFC. The goal, or really the expectation coming in, was points against this club. Still 25 minutes and change to do it for Chattanooga. Lom backwards to Carr. His first touch of the night. The 25-year-old, born in Nashville, drops it back for Spielman. Blady Bardich. And it's intercepted by Russell, but straight out for a Cosmos throw. The Chattanooga attack has gone a bit stagnant here in the second half. Beeman, Hofstadter, and Carr injected into the lineup to try to bring some life to it. Trailing 1-0 to Cosmos. A 38th minute goal by Gio Alves, the difference. Siobhan John Brown.
CFC fans, this is
Dixon picks it up for CFC. Dixon looking to pick out his pass. Keeps it simple with Hernandez. Hernandez chips it ahead, straight to the feet of Matt Lewis. Lewis slides it to Bardich. Bardich shielding Carr off the ball. Baron. John Brown back to Baron. Cosmos content to keep possession here. Hold up play by Hassan. Quickly into Baron. Shielded by Russell. Closed down by Reddington. 68th minute. Tonight's game brought to you by Sports Barn. Stronger together. Cella, header straight in the air to the feet of John Brown. Drops it off for Baron. Baron tries to thread it through to Cella, making the overlapping run on the far side. Back to Reddington for Chattanooga. Tried to go over the top. Cosmos recollect. So Topher Marshall and Brian Beeman right up there with Zeka and Darwin Lom to look for that Chattanooga spark in the attack. Beeman comes back to drop it. This is Russell. Lom, our player to watch in tonight's pregame. Heavy touch. Nearly keeps it in, but it's a good defensive recovery by Baron. Ahead to Hassan. Cleared by Spielman. Cella. Baron. Back to Cella, the Italian native. To the touchline for Hassan. To Cosmos throwing. Dixon clears. It's kept alive by Lewis. And picked up by Hernandez for CFC. Each team just trading possessions now. Cosmos content to keep it in the middle and final third as they have for a large part of this second half. Down 1-0 is Chattanooga in the 70th minute, and winning a free kick there is Alex Carr. Or Kyle Carr, excuse me. Wide to Marcano. Marcano drives. Picked up by Lewis. Combination gets it out to midfield. John Brown pressured, gives it up, and wins it back. Here's Hassan, and free kick awarded now to Chattanooga. Ali Hassan can't believe it. See Hassan coming in at halftime for Isaac Acuna, who had picked up a yellow. He's provided quality hold-up play for Cosmos here in the second half. Here's Chattanooga with Lom, trying to beat Guarnera to it and unable to. Guarnera, clearing it out, just scuffs it, and it rolls out for a Chattanooga throw. 20 minutes plus stoppage time for CFC to find an equalizer. And now Guarnera is down. New York Cosmos, having played just 3 days ago on Wednesday against Detroit, a scoreless draw, and then making the long bus ride down from New York to Chattanooga. Already seen 3 Cosmos players slow to get up tonight. Could Guarnera be the third that is subbed off for that reason? And it looks as though he will be as he makes his way back to the Cosmos bench. So New York briefly with 10 men now. Can Chattanooga take advantage down 1-0? Here's Carr. Slides it across midfield. Looks as though Guarnera will head back to the Cosmos bench and be replaced. New York Cosmos now can launch a counter with Siobhan John Brown at the helm. Slides it in for Hassan. Heavy touch. It's picked up by Chattanooga. Spielman quickly to Carr. Carr slows it down. Lom. Head-to-head against Bardich. Double team. Loses it, but it's knocked right back to Carr. Carr propels it forward, bouncing to the chest of Jesse Cork, and he'll await the pressure from Brian Beeman before picking it up. Darwin Espinal lining up at midfield to replace Guarnera, who just came off for Cosmos. Would be their 5th and final sub as they look to see this game out in the 73rd minute. Hassan dropping back for Barone. Russell clears. Marshall in pursuit. Hernandez watches it, bounce to his feet, recollecting at midfield. Zeka, errant pass picked up by John Brown. Chattanooga can recover. Now Bloody Bardich for Cosmos. Carr to Dixon. Juan Hernandez. Up to Marshall. Marshall chip forward. Clearing attempt. No good from Cosmos, and here's Darwin Lom. Wants the angle to cross. Splits defenders. Hits the deck. In the box. Penalty awarded. Darwin Lom from the left side of the 18 has given Chattanooga life as he splits defenders entering the penalty box. And he'll be the man to take it. In the 75th minute, Darwin Lom could score his 2nd goal in NISA play this season and draw Chattanooga level. Up against 27-year-old Jesse Cork, who has not allowed a goal since August 21st. Tension high at Finley. Saved by Cork. And this penalty is going to be retaken. Jesse Cork came off his line to make the save. Cosmos players furious. Darwin Lahm will have a second opportunity. Here's the Bantam Biddy replay. Cork took 2 steps forward before Lahm made contact with the ball. What a break for Chattanooga. Can CFC capitalize? It will be Darwin Lahm once again. 76th minute. Chattanooga looking for its first ever points against Cosmos. Try number 2. Lahm makes no mistake. And Chattanooga FC fans can drink it in. For the first time since October 26, 2019, Chattanooga has scored a goal in front of its fans at Finley Stadium. Darwin Lahm gets it done. A second try. First penalty saved and retaken because Jesse Cork came off his line. We have a new game at Finley Stadium in the 77th minute. That is a Southern Honda Power Sports goal. Southern Honda Power Sports unbeatable.
Is number 20, Darwin Espinal. Hagen Farm substitution for Chattanooga. Leaving the game is number 4.
Lahm, the 23-year-old Guatemalan. His second goal in as many games. And Chattanooga has new life.
That ensure you achieve good and healthy life you deserve. Contact Hagen Farms, hand cultivated in Tennessee.
Won the penalty, took the penalty. Pressure applied by Brian Beeman. Could Chattanooga find more points out of this one? Throw-in will be retaken. You saw it in the Bantam and Biddy replay. Jesse Cork clearly coming off his line before the Lahm penalty. Made the save but had to be retaken. And on the second try, Lahm slotting it into the right corner. And now Cosmos will look for a response. Mattiacello will have to track it back to midfield for the free kick. Drops it for Plua. Pressure from Marshall. Dangerous area for Cosmos, and Marshall has it touched and deflected out for a throw. Frustrated with himself, wanted to get it around Pedro Galvão. Wasn't able to, but Chattanooga will have it. 79th minute. Plenty of time left for either team to find a winner. Here's Topher Marshall. Tries to slide it past Galvão. It's picked up by Cosmos. John Brown has it off his right boot for a Chattanooga throw. Now a CFC player stretching out down along the right flank. Appears to be Ryan Marcano giving a good stretch. No sub imminent for the home team. Ball flicked on by the head of Marshall for Beeman rushing onward. Carr, powerful header into the box. Collected by Cork. Nick Spielman drops it back for Reddington. Alec Reddington discharges it across midfield. It's a hot, humid night in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Game delayed by lightning. Downpouring rain before kickoff, and you can feel it in the air, the fatigue in these players. After such a bumpy 2020 season in NISA. But with 10 minutes plus stoppage time, Chattanooga and New York Cosmos will look to find a winner here at Finley Stadium. For Cosmos, it's a chance to jump to the top of the table and tie on points with Michigan Stars. And for Chattanooga, it's a chance to get a result against this club for the first time ever and move up the table with 4 or 6 points with the draw or a win. Bardich chests it down. Barone squares up Russell, takes a touch, drives it in, lifted over the crossbar of Alec Reddington's goal.
And as tonight's attendance is 918, we thank you for your support of Chattanooga FC and the sport of soccer in our community. Join us for
Tonight's post-match meal is brought to you by Bantam and Biddy. Thank you, Bantam and Biddy, for sponsoring the CFC post-match meal. Tomorrow, CFC fans will receive a 15% discount on food and non-alcoholic beverages when wearing CFC gear. Stop by Bantam and Biddy anytime tomorrow. Just a few minutes removed from the Darwin Long penalty kick goal that equalized it after a 38th minute goal by Gio Alves that took the lead for Cosmos in the first half. Ball squared across. Reddington cleans it up right in front of Ali Hassan. Hassan has posed a threat since coming in at halftime. A lot to play for Ali Hassan after losing his father in early August. Came back just a couple of weeks later and scored the insurance goal in Cosmos' 3-1 win over New Amsterdam, dedicating it to him. And here's Chattanooga firing from distance. What a goal! Chattanooga FC takes the lead.
Chattanooga FC goal for its first of the season for number 7, Clayton Adams.
It's Clayton Adams, the super sub. His first chance with the left foot. A frozen rope to the top left corner. And that is a Southern Honda Power Sports goal. Unbeatable. CFC has come to life in this second half. And in the 83rd minute, Clayton Adams puts the boys in blue ahead.
CFC goals brought to you by Southern Honda Power Sports.
The 25-year-old signed to Chattanooga in February after an invite-only trial and has put CFC ahead of Cosmos. 2-1, 84th minute at Finley Stadium. Can Chattanooga see it out? Alec Reddington clears it away. Having come on for Zeka, Clayton Adams gets it done with a bomb from 20 yards out.
It's a Chick-fil-A corner kick.
Chick-fil-A corner kick incoming for Chattanooga FC. First corner of the second half for Chattanooga tonight. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. It was 1-0 at the break, a 38th minute Gio Alves goal for Cosmos.